Alright, we're go.
Okay. Cool. Alright, hi, I'm Brandon.
I'm Nick.
We're Caligari twins. So we're here today to give you calculus tips and tricks. So we're going to dive right in. We're going to start with notes. And this is probably the biggest tip of all, especially for calculus math classes, and Mr. Stanton's class in particular.
Oh yeah.
So let me show you guys how many notes I took this year alone.
It's a lot.
A lot of notes, lots of crazy information, and all for good reason. Because notes help you remember things. And especially in math, when there's a lot of hard concepts that you need to remember, you need to take a lot of notes. So when Mr. Stanton tells you, take your notes, do it. Because when you look back to prepare for a test, an exam, anything like that, you're going to need to look at your notes.
And guys, please keep them organized. I'm like really guilty when it comes to this, but I just shove my notes like in a folder.
This is in order, yeah.
And then when it comes to test time or quiz time, you're looking for like notes to study and you can't find them. Keep them in order, please.
Yeah,
It'll
this
make
took
things
me,
way easier.
I think, 6 hours to organize. So if you start in the beginning of the year, you'll be fine. But yeah. So the next tip is asking. So ask yes. A lot of people get scared to ask questions, especially in calculus, because they're intimidated. They feel afraid to venture out and say, oh, I really don't know this concept, or to slow down when somebody's teaching. But you should, because if you fall behind in your learning, you're going to get even worse and worse.
Yeah, don't be afraid. You're in a learning environment. The point is for you not to know this stuff, and then you come in and you find out the information and you learn it. That's the whole point. Don't be afraid to ask.
Yeah.
So
it's a snowball effect.
Here, I'll be a student, okay? My name's Timmy. Okay?
Timmy.
This is my mind right now speaking. Okay. This question's hard. I don't know this. Should I ask the teacher? He's intimidating. No, I'm not going to.
The integral of 22.
And then test time comes. Timmy comes take the test. Oh, I didn't ask the question on this question.
Now he's not going to
Guess
know.
I'm not going to pass. See, but if he asked, during the class, then he would have been fine. So
Exactly.
don't be Timmy.
Yeah.
Ask questions.
Ask questions. And that's not only to your teacher, but use your friends. Because I know I asked Nick a lot of questions,
Of course.
I had a lot of friends I asked. Just
No, I ask questions too. Yeah,
use all the resources available. That's teachers, friends, colleagues, other students. So
Even, the internet. Wolfram, you can ask questions.
Wolfram Alpha, website.
So next is brain dump, okay? So this, again, is a nitty-gritty kind of tip. So basically before a test or a quiz, look at your notes real quick, especially the formulas, the hard ones. Like,
oh, yeah.
there's some crazy, trig identities in calculus and stuff like that, especially pre-calc. So study those formulas before the test. When the test comes out, put the notes away, write them on the sheet real quick. And then bam, you have the formulas with you, and you don't have to worry about it.
It's a dirty tip. I don't think Mr. Stan or the teachers will tell you that before the test. But
Yeah,
it's something you can use, and it works.
technically,
So
it's not cheating. It's perfectly legal.
it's from your memory.
It's from your memory, your short term, you know what I mean?
The next tip is homework/practice.
So basically this tip is straightforward in the sense that you need to do your homework, okay?
Yeah.
Practice makes perfect in math.
Yeah, very much so. So, pretty much saying, Mr. Stanton gives a lot of homework every night, but it's for a good reason. The point of doing this homework is to help you practice with the problems themselves, because that's the best way to learn math, straight through the problems. Not remembering formulas, but working through each problem and seeing how they work.
So math is the universal language, okay? And to learn this universal language, it takes practice. There are patterns, formulas, all these little nuances that you need to remember and implement in your math problems. And to do that, it's going to take practice.
It's going to take lots of practice, yeah, especially with this 2-hour-long homeworks. They happen a lot. But anyways, so another thing about practice itself too is I actually like to practice before tests. So instead of studying formulas before the test, I actually take certain problems that are harder than what I expect to have on the test, and I practice those. If I can get those down, then the problems in the test should come easier for me.
And another thing about homework and practice, please use Bob. Okay, if you're doing homework and practicing and
Yes,
you're doing it
yes.
wrong, you're doing it wrong. You're not learning the right stuff. You're gonna mess up. Okay,
Yeah.
make sure when you do a problem, you did it right. Okay,
Check
If you-
it. Back of the book, Bob. He's your
Odd
friend.
number, right? Odd numbers.
Odds. Yeah.
Odds. Okay.
So another thing too, even if he gives even problems, if there's an odd problem that is in the back of the book, maybe try out that problem just to see if you're doing it right.
If it follows the same, the concepts that you're doing, if the same pattern, okay, do it. Okay, even though it's extra work, blah blah blah.
Oh, yeah, oh, well.
I'd rather do a little extra work and get it
Get an A on my
right
test.
than
And-
not do the extra work and get an F because I did everything wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Trust me, I've screwed up before.
Yeah. So from that, we're going to go to our final special little tip of the day, and that's sine waves. So Mr. Stanton knows all about the sine waves here. So pretty much saying sine waves for us means having fun and getting in a
Zone.
special zone when we do our math work. So a lot of people, when they do math work, they get in this horrible place where they're really agitated,
Stressed out, okay,
out, and
anxious.
they're
yeah.
not working at their full potential. But what we like to do is we like to get in our little zones and we concentrate on the work at hand. Don't think about anything else. And it's almost meditative in that you're just thinking about the work and you're really breezing through it and kind of enjoying it.
Yeah, because when you're doing a problem set that follows the same, pattern, okay? Once you do one, you probably know how to do the rest, or basically know how to do the rest, okay? So you just get into this rhythm and you start working.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
solving puzzles every
Yeah.
time. Yeah, it's actually very relaxing.
Yeah.
So in a way, I look at math homework as kind of a break from the rest of my work because I actually enjoy it so much and I get in such a zone that it's pretty relaxing for me.
And if you practice getting in the zone with your homework, when you get to the test, you'll be calm, relaxed, okay?
Yeah.
And you won't stress out and get anxious, okay? That screws people up on tests.
Yeah.
You lose a lot of time when you're like, I don't know what to do, and then you blank out and you can't think. But if you're relaxed, you get in your zone
Yeah.
Okay.
Concentrate.
on your test, then you'll be like, oh, I'm breezing through this, and I'm not even thinking about it really.
Yeah.
But still think, okay?
Exactly. So, I think we're set on the tips. So,
Yeah, tips and tricks.
Yeah.
Calculus edition.
Yeah. Mr. Stanton. All right, guys.
Yeah, great teacher. Listen
Yeah.
to him, please.
Don't feel intimidated by Mr. Stanton because even though he might seem intimidating at first, he's a really cool guy. Best math teacher we've ever had. So you guys will definitely love him. So just enjoy it while you can. 'Cause-
Go along with his jokes. Okay?
Yeah. He's great.
All right, guys.
Thank
Peace
you.
out.
Peace out.